Good day, Mom. I am Grilly and Rico, Base Cream 2, Section B. In this video, we will discuss the 5 different types of transnational crimes and how they affect global security. But before that, what is transnational crime? So, transnational crimes are criminal activities that occur across national borders and have a significant impact on international security. It means that transnational crimes are illegal activities that happen in different countries and have a big effect on the safety of the whole world. So, the 5 different types of transnational crimes are money laundering, drug trafficking, human trafficking, cybercrime, and terrorism. So, first, money laundering. What is money laundering? Money laundering is a process of making money or illegal obtained money that appear legitimate. Criminal organizations use money laundering to hide the proceeds of their illegal activities. It weakens financial systems, facilitates corruptions, and enables transnational crime networks to operate with impunity. So, a money laundering DI is when people try to make illegal money look like it was earned legally. So, criminal groups use money laundering to hide the money they got from doing illegal things. This makes financial systems weaker, leads to more corruption, and helps crimes networks from different countries do illegal things without getting caught. So an example aning a money laundering is imagine someone selling drugs and making a lot money from it. To hide where the money came from, they start a fake business and put the drug money through it to make it seems like they earned it and earned it legally. So that is the money laundering. So the second different type of transnational crime is the drug trafficking. So, ang drug trafficking, it involves the illegal production, distribution, and sale of drugs across borders. It fuels violence, corruption, and instability in countries, undermining their security and development. The profits of drug trafficking often fund other criminal activities, including terrorism. So it means ang drug trafficking DI is ang illegal drugs are gigama, gipasa, and sold in different countries. This leads to more violence, corruptions, and problems in those countries, making them less safe and stable. So the money made from selling drugs is often used to support other crimes like terrorism. So an example aning a drug trafficking is imagine a group of people making a drug like cocaine in one country and then smuggling it into another country to sell it. It looks like the trafficking of cocaine from South America to North America or trafficking of methamphetamine from China to our country Philippines or any other countries that use drug trafficking. So the third type of transnational crime is the human trafficking. So what is human trafficking? Human trafficking is the exploitations of people for forced labor, sex work, or organ harvesting. It violates human rights and undermines the security of individuals and communities. Traffickers often operate across borders, making it a transnational crime requires international cooperation to combat. So, ang human trafficking daw is people are taking advantage of and forced to work, do sex work, or have their organs taken without their consent. It's really bad because it goes against people's rights and making individuals and communities unsafe. Traffickers usually work in different countries, so it's a crime that needs countries to work together to stop it. So an example ani nga, human trafficking is imagine someone is promised a job in a different country, but when they got there, they are forced to work long hours without any pay. Mauna ang effect or ang example of human trafficking. So the fourth type of transnational crime is cybercrime. What is cybercrime? Cybercrime involves criminal activities conducted through the use of computers and the internet. It includes hacking, identity theft, online fraud, and cyber espionage. Cybercrime poses a significant threat to national security as it can disrupt critical infrastructure and steal sensitive information. So ang cybercrime daw is when people commit crimes using computers and the internet. This can include things like hacking into systems, stealing someone's identity online, committing fraud on the internet, or spying on others through cyberspace. So, cybercrime is a big threat to a country's security because it can disrupt important systems and steal important information. So, an example ani nga cybercrime is if someone hacks into a company's database and steal customers' credit card information to use for fraudulent purchases, that would be an example of cybercrime involving online fraud. So that is the cybercrime means. So the last type of transnational crimes is the terrorism. So what is terrorism? Terrorism is the use of violence and intimidation for political, religious, or ideological purposes. Terrorist groups often operate across borders, posing a global security threat, and terrorism destabilizes countries, instills fear in the populations, and undermines international peace and security. So ang terrorism daw is when violence and threats are used to achieve political, religious, or ideological goals. Terrorism groups can be found in different countries and create a threat to global country security. Terrorism causes chaos in countries, makes people scared, and disrupts peace and security worldwide. So an example ani nga terrorism, if a group plants a bomb in the crowded area to create a fear and advance their political agenda, that would be an example of terrorism, aimed at causing harm and spreading fear among the population for their own goals, like activities of extremists like ISIS or ISIS, which operates across borders and pose a global security threat. So, the five different transnational crimes like money laundering, drug trafficking, human trafficking, cybercrime, and the terrorism have far reaching consequences for international security. Addressing these crimes requires cooperation between countries, the law enforcement agency, and the international organization to combat these threats they pose to global stability and safety. So that's all for my informative video about the five different types of transnational crimes. Thank you for listening.